try it out.
Oh, it works.
I am in the shadiest part of the garden right now. It is like 1 p.m. very, very toasty outside. But I am gonna open this package up. This is a Vigo retractable hose that they sent us a couple weeks ago. And with all the chaos that's been going on, and having guests and everything, we haven't had a chance to even open it and look at it yet. So I figured I'd do an unboxing with you guys real quick. And then we're gonna install it. But this is something I have been wanting for our garden since we moved here. And with this year being the year that we are working on streamlining things, making things easier for ourselves, I was very excited when Vigo asked me if they could send me this. The steps look pretty simple. Taylor's gonna hook this up so I don't have to worry about that, but it's all compostable paper, it seems like. Vigo sent us this retractable hose to try out, and since we've started to collect some of their other products, we were really excited. This is something that we have been wanting for almost 3 years now on this property. I think we decided we're gonna put it at that post, like the end right there in the corner, so that we can water the ducks easily, do their pool, water the cottage garden, and I think if we put it there, it should reach the whole garden.
Yeah, I think it will.
Because it's 130 feet long.
So because where we want to put this on the chicken coop is just plywood, there's a little gap between the plywood and the post. So we're going to use some longer screws that I had laying around. They're a lot longer, so they'll actually go through the little gap between our plywood and the post, and then they'll go really deep into the post. And the washers that came with the hardware kit fit on these screws too, so we don't have to worry about them being a little bit different size.
This thing is super easy to mount to the wall or a post, and we are mounting it to our chicken coop.
I could probably stand on it.
We have to do a stand test for all Vigo products. Now
we just
put that on there?
hoist this up on there. Oh, that was easy.
I'm really glad that it came with one of these because these throttle style sprayers are my favorite. I didn't realize it came with the handle, so I'm excited about that.
They include these to go on your hose faucet. Like you would put that on the hose fitting on your house, and then this would attach to,
like the spigot.
Yeah, and then this would attach to
the extension hose.
Yes, but we're not going to use that.
It swivels, which is really cool, especially if you have ducks and a very large garden to water like we do. And it also retracts itself, which is so nice because that makes it easier for Taylor to mow the garden for me. Are you guys excited for some new waters? with my newly acquired asthma and breathing issues, it's so much nicer than trying to haul a really, really big, really heavy hose around my entire garden and navigate all of the trellises and whatnot. I think this is gonna help me out a ton. If you want to check it out on their website, I've got a link in the description that will take you right there, and it also includes a discount code. We mounted it here so we can easily swing it between the coop and the garden, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to reach all the way up to the very tippy top of the garden so I can water my potatoes in the future, which has been a huge struggle in the past for me. I want to say a big thank you to MIGardener for sponsoring today's video, sending us this amazing retractable hose. If you guys are looking to upgrade, I seriously think this one's worth checking out. We appreciate you guys checking out Vigo and supporting our channel. The link and the discount are down below. Just try it out.
Oh, it works. It is a hot June day, and I'm gonna do a task that doesn't take a ton of effort. I'm finally getting around to putting the cross wires on our trellises, and I'm gonna start with the grapes. You can see we've got a little post in here by the grape plants that are looking pretty happy. This one actually got a bunch of leaves eaten off by deer, but it's coming back pretty good. And then this one is doing really good, and it's actually starting to climb this little post. The posts were actually just here to hopefully deter the deer because they see a visual barrier and they don't really mess with stuff too much. But I am going to get the cables put into these posts, and then we will actually wrap some netting around to protect them a little better. I'm going to just put a cable roughly every 2 feet. The posts are about 6 feet tall. So what I've got here is eye bolts and threaded turnbuckles. So what I'm actually going to do is put an eye bolt basically in each position up this post, and then this threaded turnbuckle will hook on here, and then we'll actually run a cable the rest of the length down, and this will allow us to tension the cable a little bit, trying to keep it from sagging. So I'm going to drill the bigger holes and put the eye bolts through the post right now, and then we'll work on setting the cables up. See, right now I just kind of have this threaded through. We are going to crimp all of our ends down here and then use those turnbuckles on the other end to tighten them. I'm going to slide a washer over here, have these little crimp ends. You basically just loop the cable through here, and then this is aluminum, it's really soft, and you just like pinch it down with something. I'm going to use bolt cutters because that's what I've got. It's a decent little loop, should be fine. We'll crimp it on and then tighten it on the other end. Kind of spin this to tighten it.
We've sort of been dealing with a lot around here lately. The last few weeks have been kind of tough with Moo's injury and some other things that have been happening behind the scenes.
So I wanted to get the kitchen cleaned up and work on preserving some produce that I got at our salvage store. I got all of this for $8. It was 16 containers of strawberries and 8 heads of broccoli. I have 2 full trays of these, and it still looks like the sink is full. I think I'm probably about halfway through it. Maybe less. Taylor's working on a project downstairs, if you can hear that. But I just got 5 trays worth of those strawberries done. I ended up just finding space for them in the basement. But oh my goodness. I don't know how well you can see this, you can see me, but it just got so dark outside and it's starting to thunder and lightning. We've got a big storm rolling in, it looks like. Okay, but I saved all of the strawberry tops because I'm going to make strawberry top syrup to put in lemonades this year. And then there's a bunch for the chickens over there. And now we have some broccoli that I need to deal with. It's definitely past its prime as far as like coloration goes, but this is just broccoli I'm gonna cut up and put in soup. So I don't really care. I think it'll be fine. It feels nice and fresh and firm still. Bags. That'll be 2 probably broccoli and potato cheddar soup. I would say that's usually what we have. Time to deal with these guys. I'm not gonna lie, I would not be surprised if our power goes out. And I'm pretty sure we're about to get some hail. I have such bad storm anxiety after the hurricane. Like every time we get these thunderstorms, my anxiety is through the roof. We need to have another chat in the same spot that I had in one of our recent videos, back on the couch with this guy. And there's a whole sequel to this saga of Moo's vet drama. It is 2 weeks after, just over 2 weeks after we initially took him to the vet for his bruised foot, and he had 10 days worth of pain meds after we took him that time. They took x-rays and told us that his foot wasn't broken. And then it had been 2 weeks and his pain meds ran out and he actually was not eating very well, which is obviously not usually a problem for him. He's a massive cat. And he just seemed like he was in a lot of pain still. Wasn't walking on it or anything. It just seemed off. So we ended up calling and taking him back in yesterday. And I had to be very adamant about asking them to get more x-rays because they took x-rays of like here to here, but they didn't get his fingers at all or his toes at all. And that's kind of where we said the board had landed, but they didn't show us the x-rays last time. They just told us it was bruised. So they tried to convince us that it was fine and that he's just going to be getting better and it's just bruised, blah, blah, blah. It's just probably taking longer because he's a heavier cat. And I just asked them to get x-rays of his toes, and I'm going to put a picture of the x-ray here and you tell me if that looks broken to you. So Taylor and I are both really upset with this situation. And he obviously needed to get it taken care of, so we had to leave him there overnight, and they got him splinted up today. They kept him most of the day. It's like 4 p.m. now. We just went and got him. He is still super loopy, can't really walk around because he's still got the anesthesia running through him. And he's got his little lion cone on because they gave him a plastic one and I put the comfy one on. He's just chilling now, but he has definitely got some broken toes, and I feel really awful that he was living with all of that pain the last 2 weeks. I don't know if anybody cares about this story besides me, but I feel like I need to document this because this has been a very big stressor the last couple of weeks of our lives. He has been like very, very dependent on us, and the vet said this is going to take like 8 to 12 weeks to probably fully heal, and we have to go take him in every single week and get it checked out, make sure it's healing properly. And he has a full arm little splint with vet wrapping all the cushions and everything to make sure it doesn't move, but he is not having a great time. But he does have pain meds after I asked for them, and we are just going to take it day by day. But I just wanted to give you guys an update because this is something that is going to continue to be something we need to deal with for the next few months. So you might see more updates on this, and send Moo kind words.
You guys are getting so big.
I couldn't film this yesterday because it was like 95 degrees and the cameras kept overheating, but I spent a good chunk of my afternoon out here pruning and tying up tomatoes, and they're looking so much better. I got most of them done. I just have like 3 or 4 tomatoes left in this middle row to do. And since it is a beautiful overcast cool morning right now, we're supposed to have intermediate thunderstorms all day. I figure before it gets too hot out, because it is supposed to be in the mid to high 90s again, and very humid because it stormed last night, I figured I'd get out here early and bring you guys with me so that you can actually see what I've been up to. I feel like this video is all over the place again. That's because our life is currently all over the place. But I feel like as long as nothing else goes wrong, we're starting to get back on track. Taylor is at a drift event with friends today. Drifting cars, in case that doesn't come across. So I have most of the day to myself. I am going to get the house cleaned up a little bit, work on some meal prep, and just kind of have a chill inside day for the rest of the day. Again, I think it's supposed to rain out here. I'll probably have to bring these little guys in.
I needed to finish up some of my preserving tasks today as well, so not only am I meal prepping for the week, making Taylor a veggie meat substitute, I'm dealing with turnips and some radishes from the garden. Making some pickled eggs to use up some of our eggs. Taking care of the strawberries that I sliced up the other night and flash froze. And making a chimichurri sauce to go on grilled steaks and asparagus and rice pilaf that we're gonna have later in the week.
We're gonna be back over the next couple of weeks with some different styles of videos. So stay tuned for those, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.